Well, good afternoon. It is time for PSCL baseball action. We are just about ready for the first pitch between the Lumberjacks and the Rush. This is Austin Stokes on the call with you this morning, bringing live coverage of Game 2 PSCL action. First pitch will be taken for a ball. 1-0 the count. Second pitch is in there for a ball. 2-0 the count early on for the Rush leadoff hitter. The 2-0 pitch is swung on and hit way up there. It'll be over to the Lumberjack third baseman, and he will have it for the first out of the inning. So there's one away pretty early on, going 2-0 and then getting a fly ball out off of the fastball. Next batter stands in. Pitcher for the Lumberjacks turns, kicks, and deals. That'll be in there for a strike. It's 0-1. Next pitch, it's going to bounce across the plate, so make it 1-1 now on the two-hole hitter for the Rush this morning. That'll be in there for another ball, so make it 2-1. No runners on, one away. That'll be in there for strike number 2, so the count is all even. Here's the next pitch. High for ball 3, so that will load the count 3-2. DeCarlo looks in to get the sign. That's in there for strike 3, so there's 2 away now. And with 2 away, that will bring up the 3-hole hitter for the Rush, as he will look to get on base and change the fortune of his teammates so far in this one. In there for strike number 1. It's 0-1. That'll be just a touch outside for a ball. That'll be outside as well. 2-1 the count. Next pitch from DeCarlo. So that'll be outside as well. On Isaac Vargas, the 3-hole hitter for them today, playing first base. Swing and a miss there, so that will set him down, and the side is retired. It's 3 up, 3 down. No hits, no base runners, no one left on. It is the Lumberjacks' turn. First, we will get the starting lineups for both teams. For the Rush, it's Burton in center field, Nelson at shortstop, Isaac Vargas at first, Kirk Falikian, the extra hitter. Salgado will be behind the plate. Austin Andrchik over at third. Mien Shin in left field. Ruben Leon in right. It'll be Guzman, the designated hitter, and Real, the second baseman. And it'll be Brown, number 21, on the bump for him this morning. For the Lumberjacks, it'll be Jimenez at center field. Robinson, the designated hitter. Carranza at third base. Harmond out in left. Polanco at second. It'll be Pickowitz out in right field. Griffin at first. Batanian, the extra hitter. And Binyam Gebhardt at short with Hernandez behind the plate. Sam DiCarlo on the bump for them this morning. So we are just about ready to go here in the bottom half of inning number 1. Sorry about the scoreboard error there. So with the throw down to second coming up right here, we are just about ready to go in the home half of the first. Solid throw from the catcher Salgado there. And that will bring up Brown, the leadoff, or sorry, Jimenez, the leadoff hitter. Brown, the pitcher for the Rush. Jimenez stands in, awaits the first pitch. In there, called strike 1. It's 0-1 early. A good pitch from Brown to set the tone for the rest of the at-bat. He comes set, the pitch. Inside for a ball, so that will even the count up at 1-1. Brown set. The 1-1 offering. Just a little high, so that'll make it 2-1 the count for the leadoff hitter. That swung on and popped up out into shallow right field. And it'll be reined in easily, so that is the first out of the bottom of inning number 1. Ruben Leon was the one who came under it to make the catch and retire the first out. And that will now bring up Robinson, the designated hitter for the Lumberjacks today. The second game of stadium action here for PSCL. First pitch he sees is outside for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Brown set, the pitch. Inside, gonna brush him off the plate just a hair. 2-0. Brown set. That's outside as well, so Robertson in a good hitter's count here, 3-0. That's going to be called for strike number 1. Still a good hitter's count, but a good way for Brown to get himself back in. It's 3-1. It's going to be popped up over foul, so that will load the count, 3-2. Brown set, full count offering. That's going to be popped up again over to the left side. Count remains full, 3-2. pitch. That'll be just a touch low, so that will put Robertson on base. And that will bring up the third baseman, Carranza. He'll stand in looking to move that runner up. With one away, the double play, the traditional double play, is in action. Nothing. That'll be on the away part of the zone, but it'll catch enough to be called a strike. That's called strike one. 0-1 the count. Runner goes for second. That's a ball. Throw down. Not going to be in time. So Robertson is up to second safely with a good jump and a good stolen base. Brown shakes the first sign. Finds one he likes. Checks on the runner at second. The pitch. Swing and a miss there. It's 1-2. Brown going to step off and try it again. Maybe trying to look Robertson back into second. The pitch. Hit on the ground, but foul down the third base line. Count remains 1-2. That's going to be swung on and missed for strike number 3. So there are now 2 down, and it's Harmon's turn, the cleanup hitter, to see if he can't get something going with 2 away. Lumberjacks in a good spot to get on the board early with a runner in scoring position. Brown set, the pitch, outside, ball number 1. Here's the pitch. That'll find the strike zone. It's called strike 1. 1-1 the count. 2 away, 1 runner on. Here in the bottom of the first. No hits. 1 runner got on board with a walk. Next pitch, a big cut and a miss there. It's 1-2. Next pitch going to be hit foul. Count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes with 2 away, 1 runner on. That's swung on and hit out into right center field. That might get down, and it will. 1 run will come around to score, but he will be held up with a single. So Harmon able to get it going early here with a big hit out to Ruben Leon. So that will set the Lumberjacks up well here. It's 1-0. As that will bring up Polanco, second baseman. Runner goes for second. Pitch is outside. Throw down. Not in time. It gets away from the second baseman. He'll creep over to third, but will decide not to go. So 1-0 the count for Polanco here with 2 away, 1 runner aboard. The pitch. Called for strike number 1. It's a 1-1 count now with 2 away. That's hit on the ground. It'll get past the glove of the third baseman. He'll head around from third to score. Still no one with the ball, but they will rein it in. So with 1 run scoring as Harmon is driven in to score. Polanco trading places with him there. Mien Shin coming around to pick up the ball in foul territory. Lumberjacks are up now 2-0. A good first inning of work for them. The pitch. The first pitch to Jaden Pickowitz is outside for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. The pitch from Brown. A hair low. It's 2-0. Runner goes for third. Pitch outside, but he's going to be in there safely. A good jump. 3-0 the count now. Polanco moving up to third, 90 feet away from home. 3-0 count, 2 away, 1 runner on. The pitch. Swing and a miss. A good way to get back in the count for Brown. 3-1 the count. Still a good hitter's count for Jaden Pickowitz. Looking to find something he can turn on. Here's the pitch. In there, called strike 2. It's a full count. Brown working his way back into it. In there for strike number 3. A great strikeout pitch there. So we're through 1 complete, 2 runs on 2 hits, 30 pitches in that inning. It'll be Felikian, Salgado, and Andrchik due up when we come back. PSCL Baseball right here on the PSCL YouTube channel. We're ready to go here in the top of the 2nd inning. Felikian standing in from the right side to start things off. DeCarlo the pitch. In there, called for strike number 1. 0-1 the count. DeCarlo turns, kicks, and deals. It'll be taken inside, brushing him off the plate just a little bit, but that'll even the count up at 1-1. That's going to be swung on and hit on the ground foul. Good chance for the rush coach to make a play. 1-2 the count. Pitch is going to be a little outside on the breaking ball there. Count runs back even 2-2 to the leadoff hitter for the Rush this morning here in the second inning. That's going to be swung on and hit high and foul out of play back behind the press box. Count remains even 2-2. Felikian steps back in. Here's the next pitch from DeCarlo. Swung on and hit foul there. Count remains 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch from DeCarlo. That swung on, hit back up the middle. That'll get through the infield. They'll hold him at 1. So a well-hit ground ball for a single there out to Jimenez in center field. So with no out, the leadoff hitter on. The first hit of the day for the Rush coming right there on a good 2-2 count pitch. Even better swing. That'll bring up Salgado now as he'll stand in and look to do work. Salgado, the catcher, batting in the 5 spot for him today. DeCarlo set the pitch. A little low, a little outside. 1-0 the count. Throw over to first, not in time. He's back in there safely. DeCarlo set the pitch. That swung on. That'll find the outfield grass. So the runner will advance there. A good line drive single off the bat of Salgado. So Felikian moves up to second. Salgado moves up to first, and that will bring up Austin Andricic. So he'll look to get on board, maybe even trade places with Felikian on second. Time going to be called. Looks like we're good to resume play, though. Andricic awaits the 0-0. That's going to be swung on and hit well but fair down the right field line. Or foul down the right field line. 0-1 the count. Andricic steps back in from the left side. Here's the pitch from DeCarlo. Move inside, move to second there. No throw, just maybe letting him know he is aware of his presence. Maybe saying, hey, I see that lead. Calm it down a little bit back there. Still a good lead from Felikian, held on by Gebhard. The pitch swung on and missed. That'll get past the glove of the catcher. So the runners are going to advance, but the count is now 0-2. So on the pass ball, runners move up to second and third with no one out. So if something's hit on the air, in the air, into the outfield, we might see another run, and a good way for the Rush to get back into this one. Jacks lead 2-0. DeCarlo set the pitch. Outside, started to offer at it. A good choice to hold back. It's 1-2. Still no one away. DeCarlo looks in, finds a sign, comes set at the belt. Kicks and deals. That'll be inside, gets away from the catcher, so 1 run will come across to score. On the passed ball, Salgado will also move up. So the score now 2-1 with the rush getting on the board. Andrewchik standing back in, 2-2 count. DiCarlo comes set. The pitch. Swung on, hit sharply over to first. He'll throw it home. But no play will be made as the tag is not in time. So a fielder's choice there. But it is unable to get anything done with it. So that will even the score at 2-2. Still no one out in this inning for the Lumberjacks. So that will bring up Min Shin. Shin out of Seoul, South Korea. First pitch he sees, he'll square to bunt, but he'll pull it back in time. 1-0. Shin comes set. DiCarlo comes set. Here's the pitch. Swung on and hit to the opposite field sharply, but foul nonetheless. Count moves 1-1. DiCarlo looks in. Shin awaits the 1-1 pitch. That's hit on the ground. It's the third baseman up with it. The throw over to first in time, and that's the first out of the inning. Shin grounding out a beautiful throw over from Carranza. So that'll bring up Ruben Leon, number 4, standing in from the right side. Ruben Leon, the right fielder today. So there's one away now, but a runner on second. Here's the pitch. That's going to be fouled off of the catcher there. It's 0-1 to Leon. Time called by the Lumberjack coach Sam DiMatteo, but he will head back to the dugout instead. Looks like DiCarlo going to get a quick rub on the baseball from the field umpire, Jeff. We're ready to go. Ruben Leon down 0-1 here with one away. The pitch outside, that gets away from the catcher, so the runner will move up to third on the pass ball. It's 1-1. DiCarlo ready. The pitch. Low and outside for ball 2. 2-1 the count. The pitch. That'll bounce across home plate. It's 3-1. Swing and a miss there. That's a good way to get the count full and a good way for DiCarlo to get back into this one. It's a 3-ball, 2-strike count, one away, one runner on third. That'll be in there, called for strike 3. So there's 2 away as Leon is sat down on the called strikeout, a backwards K for him. That'll bring up Guzman, batting out of the 9-hole, the designated hitter for the rush. He stands in from the left side, checks his swing. DiCarlo set the pitch. That'll find the strike zone, called strike one. 0-1 the count with 2 away, 1 runner on. The Rush tying it all up here. DeCarlo set. Here's the pitch. A chopper foul into the Rush dugout. It's 0-2. DeCarlo needing one good pitch to get his bats back up to the plate. A good chance for them to get back on the board in charge of the game. Currently tied up here at the almost the 1.5 inning mark. DeCarlo set at the belt. Kicks and deals. That's chopped right back up the middle. It'll be the second baseman Polanco there. Throw overs in time. And so that is how the side is retired. 2 runs coming across to score this inning. 2 hits, 26 pitches. It'll be Griffin, Botanium, and Gebhard when we come back in the bottom half of inning number 2. So it's the Lumberjacks' turn here in the bottom of the second. Tie ball game here, 2-2. It'll be Drew Griffin set to lead things off in this half inning. First pitch, swung on, hit way up there. That should be an easy pop-up, but it will drop. A attempted diving snag from Salgado. 0-1. A lucky break for Griffin there. Getting a new lease on life. It's 0-1. The pitch swung on. That is hammered into left field. But Mien Shin is there, no problem. So there's one away. That'll bring up Batanian, the extra hitter for the Lumberjacks this morning. First pitch, outside for a ball, 1-0 the count now. The 1-0 pitch. A breaking ball that'll find the low and away corner of the strike zone, called for strike one. Count is all even now, 1 ball, 1 strike. The pitch outside, so that'll make it 2-1 now, with 1 away and no one on. That's in there for a called strike 2, so the count is back even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the next pitch from Brown. Swung on and fouled back into the backstop. Count stays all even, 2-2. That's going to be swung on and hit foul as well. Count remains the same. Time's going to be called by the field umpire, asking on-deck hitter Binyam Gebhardt to get those balls into the home plate umpire, just get them out of the field of play. But it looks like we're ready to go now. It's 2-2, one away, no one on for Jared Batanian. Pitch from Brown, swung on and missed for strike number 3. Just like that, there's 2 away, and that will bring up the bat of the shortstop, Binyam Gebhardt. He has been trouble at the plate for pitchers so far this season. One of the top 10 batting averages in the league, and a beautiful glove on the defensive side. Interested to see if we might see him in the All-Star lineup for tomorrow night, or Tuesday night's 4th of July game against the Palm Springs Power, facing off against the PSCL All-Stars. First pitch 1-0. Going to be a great day for baseball. That swung on, hit on the ground to shortstop. Shortstop to one shortstop, throw over. Not in time, throw get away from him. But he will not try to advance any further. That'll be ruled a single. A good jump out of the box to beat that one out, and that'll bring up Hernandez, the catcher for the Lumberjacks. Brown going to step off and look Gebhardt back into first. Here's the pitch. Runner goes for second. That's a called strike. No throw down. A good jump and good speed from Binyam Gebhardt there to get on second base with 2 away, so put a runner in scoring position. The pitch. That'll be taken for a ball off of the chest protector of the catcher, but that will even the count up. It's 1-1. Here's the pitch. Runner goes for third. That's outside for a ball. Make it 2-1 with a runner on third base now as Gebhardt snags another one. The pitch. Swung on and hit foul into the net, so that will bring the count back even at 2-2 for Hernandez. He's going to look to do some damage here. Good hitters count. The pitch. High for ball 3, so that will load the count up. 3 balls and 2 strikes with 2 away. Pitch swung on and hit right back up the middle. Fielded by the shortstop, but he'll bobble it, so he's going to be unable to make a play on it. It'll be credited as an E6. Blake Nelson being awarded the error there, but that will drive in a run for the Lumberjacks, as it's now 3-2. And the lineup will turn over for Jimenez as he's 0 for 1. Throw over to first, is going to get away from the first baseman. So that runner will advance up to second base now. Hernandez moving up on the wild pickoff attempt. Brown going to step off and try to think this one over a little bit before throwing the next pitch to Jimenez, or the first pitch to Jimenez. Here it is. Swung on, hit on the middle. Nelson up with it, the throw over. That's in time, but that is the third out. So while they do bring in a run to score on one hit, there was one error for the Lumberjack defense. For the Rush defense. We're through 2 complete. We head now into the top of the third right here on PSCL YouTube Baseball. So with the throw down to second, that means we're ready to go here in the top of inning number 3. It'll be Real standing in. First pitch he sees is a called strike. It's 0-1. DeCarlo back on the mound. 40 pitches coming up right here. As that's going to be swung on, hit back up the middle to Gebhard. Gebhard up with it, throw over. Well in time for the first out of the inning. A good play from Gebhard and Griffin. A 6-3 put out there. As that will turn over the lineup for the Rush. The Lumberjacks bringing in 3 runs on 3 hits. Rush bringing in 2 runs on 2 hits, but 1 error for them. Burton standing in. The pitch from DeCarlo. Taken for strike number 1. 0-1, 1 away, no one on. The pitch swung on. That is flied out into left field. That'll be no problem for Harmon. So quickly 2 away. As that will bring up Blake Nelson. 0 for 1 on the day. His first at-bat. He was sat down on the swinging strikeout. The pitch. Looping breaking ball for ball 1 on the inside half there. Brushing him off a little bit. It's 1-0. 2 away, no one on. Next pitch from DeCarlo. That swung on and lined over to Gebhard. A good play for him there. Gebhard getting the first and last out of the inning. So a quick top of the third. We head now into the middle of inning number 3. The score remains Lumberjacks 3, Rush 2. It is the bottom of inning number 3. Lumberjacks leading it 3-2. So leading off will be Robertson. He's technically 0 for 0 so far today. That swung on, lined out to center field. That might be trouble, but it won't be for Marcus Burton, as he'll be there easily. So a fly out to start the inning off, as that will bring up Carranza. Carranza is 0 for 1 on the day. Outside for a ball, 1-0 with one away here. Brown still on the mound for the Rush. That'll be taken for a strike. A good pitch there. That'll move it to 2-1. So 2-1 the count. Carranza standing back in. The pitch from Brown. That's hit high, but it'll get out of play. That'll move us to a 2-2 count with one away. Brown set. Here's the 2-2 offering. That'll buzz the tower just a little bit there, so it's 3-2 as the count runs full on the ball. One away, no one on. Here's the pitch. Swung on and hit sharply foul over into the first base concourse. Count remains full, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Pitch from Brown. That's popped way up to the left side of the infield. It'll be the shortstop Nelson who is under it to put it away. So there's 2 away as Harmon will stand in now, the cleanup hitter. He singled on a line drive out to right field in his trip to the plate back in the first inning. Here's the pitch. That'll find the outside part of the zone, so it is a called strike number 1. No balls, 1 strike, 2 away, no one on for Harmon here. Brown set. Here's the pitch. Little high, little away, so that will make it 1 ball, 1 strike. Pitch. Swung on and hit out into straightaway center field. Center fielder will be there, and that will retire the side. So a quick bottom of the third. We're through 3 complete. Your score still Lumberjacks 3, Rush 2. It'll be Vargas for the 3-4-5 for the Rush, due up when we come back. It's the top of inning number 4. The Lumberjacks leading it here 3-2. First pitch to Vargas will be taken for ball 1. Vargas recording his first hit of the season just a couple days ago. Batting in the 3-hole here today, playing first. It's going to be outside as well, make it 2-0. The count. DeCarlo turns, kicks, and deals. That'll find the zone. Called strike 1. 2 balls, 1 strike for the leadoff hitter, Isaac Vargas. He's been an important part of the rush lineup and defensive suit for him so far this season, making some really impressive plays. That one's taken ball. 3-1 the count. A good hitter's count for Vargas here. If he can find a pitch to turn on or get himself on base with a walk. Here's the pitch from DeCarlo. Swing and a miss for strike 2. That'll run the count full, 3-2. Vargas finding a pitch he could hit, unable to get Lumber on it. Here's the full count offering. That'll be outside for ball number 4. Vargas wanting to get another swing there. But that will bring up the cleanup hitter, Kirk Felikian. He's 1 for 1 on the day. He will stand in from the right side of the dish. Vargas, a good lead off of first, held on by Griffin. First pitch going to be outside, bouncing into the mid of the catcher. 1 ball, no strikes to Felikian. That's going to be swung on, hit into right field. That will get down past the diving glove of the right fielder. So that will put runners on second and third here. So Felikian on second, Vargas on third. That will bring up Salgado here. He's 1 for 1 on the day. DeCarlo still being efficient. No action in either bullpen so far. DeCarlo comes set. That'll be taken for strike number 1. It's no balls, 1 strike, no one out, but 2 runners on. The Rush standing a good chance to get back into this one and tie it up. That'll be a ball, but that'll come off of the chest protector of the catcher back there. Good job on him not to let that ball get past him and get a run in. 1-1 the count. Here's the pitch, swung on. That's a chopper over down the third base line, but foul, so that will move the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes. That'll be outside as well, bouncing into the mid of the catcher Hernandez. Count runs even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. DeCarlo having a little trouble locating it. Some wild pitches so far in this inning. Vargas on second, or third, and Felikian on second. We'll get it right one of these days. 3-2 Lumberjacks lead, 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. That's going to get outside, but it'll get past the glove of the catcher. on the pass ball, so that will tie the game up. It's 3-3. Salgado at the plate, reaches out, pokes his bat out at that one. Back right to the pitcher, DiCarlo. An easy way to get a quick out number 1. So that being ruled as a 1-3 put out there. Felikian deciding to stay put on third, being looked back by DiCarlo, but standing in now will be Austin Andrzyk. That's going to be taken for ball number 1. It's 1-0. 1 out, 1 runner on third. If Andrzyk can get it going here or any of the 2 batters after him, the Rush are in a good chance to 7 innings in the PSCL. Here's the pitch. Swung on. That's high out into left center field. That might be trouble. But it will be Jimenez who's there to put that one away. There's now 2 away, but a runner will come across to score, tagging up from third. It's tied up now. Sorry, the Rush are taking a lead now, 4-3. Now there will be some action brewing out in the Lumberjack bullpen. That's in there for a ball to Mien Shin, 0 for 1 on the day. 1 ball, no strikes. He'll fire in a strike right there, called for strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Next pitch from DiCarlo. Outside for another ball. 2 balls and 1 strike. Foul ball off of the bat of Shin. That'll run the count even. 2-2, 2 away, no one on base after all the runners coming across to score. The Rush taking a lead here in the top of the 4th. The next pitch, outside, so that will load the count up. 3 balls, 2 strikes. A right-hander getting loose for the Lumberjacks. The pitch, a chopper hit back over to the second baseman. He'll have trouble getting it up, and he won't be able to rein it in. That'll be ruled as an error on Polanco. So Shin is aboard, and that will bring up Ruben Leon. Leon sat down on strikes. A backwards K in his first plate appearance. So Shin is aboard on first, 2 away. Ruben Leon stands in. The pitch, swung on and fouled back into the netting. It's 0-1. DiCarlo set. The pitch, runner goes for second. That's outside for a ball. Throw down, not in time. A fantastic jump and fantastic slide from Mien Shin. One and one count for Leon. 2 outs, 1 runner on second. Pitch. It's going to be hit high but foul into the bleachers. That'll make it 1-2. DiCarlo needing to get out of this inning without allowing another run to score. He'll check his swing, deciding not to go around. Good idea. That'll even the count, 2-2. The pitch, a little low for ball 3, so that'll load it up. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner on second. If Leon can make solid contact, they would bring in an insurance run, looking to make it 5-3. He'll make good contact, just a little foul up into the bleachers. Count remains 3-2. DeCarlo looks in, finds a sign from his catcher, Hernandez. Comes set at the belt, the pitch. Looping breaking ball taken for ball 4. So runners on first and second with 2 away. Nothing the count for Guzman. 2 runners on board. The first pitch. Breaking ball, going to find the outside part of the zone. Called for strike number 1. That'll be taken inside for ball number 1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 away, 2 on. DeCarlo going to step off and try it again. That pitch will be in there for strike number 2. 1 ball and 2 strikes. DeCarlo set. Here's the 1-2. Taken for ball 2. That'll even the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes. That's going to be hit in the air. That'll bounce over to Gebhardt. The throw overs in time. So that will bring an end to the top of the 4th. We move now into the bottom of inning number 4, but the Rush getting 2 runs on 1 hit, 1 error. And we'll bring up Polanco, Pikowitz, and Griffin when we come back. Rush leading 4-3. We're ready to go here in the bottom half of the 4th inning. Rush leading 4-3. The Jacks looking to get back on top, as it'll be Polanco standing in. Brown still on the mound. It'll be the 60th pitch of his outing, the first one he throws right here. First pitch going to be called for strike 1. 0-1 the count. That'll be called for strike 2. So 2 good pitches from Brown. 2 really good pitches from Brown, matter of fact. Here's the pitch. High for ball 1. So 1 ball, 2 strikes to the leadoff hitter Polanco. Be high for ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch, a little low, so that will load the count up for Polanco. Brown firing in a low pitch there, so 3 balls, 2 strikes. That's going to be swung on and hit out into left field. That might be trouble. It'll get down. So Polanco able to put wood on that one. It's a single for him there. Shin not able to get under it. That'll bring up Jaden Pickowitz. 0 for 1 on the day. A good opportunity for the Lumberjacks to get back into the ball game here. Throw over to first, not in time. Here's the pitch. Outside for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes, no one out, 1 runner on. Here's the pitch. Swung on, hit out into straightaway center field. Center fielder trailing under it. He will be there. 1 away. That was Marcus Burton who was under that one. Polanco staying put at second, and that will bring up Drew Griffin, the first baseman for the Lumberjacks here. Lumberjacks trail 1 out. It's 4-3, Rush leading it. That pitch will be high for ball number 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Throw over to first, not in time. He's back in there safely. 1-0 the count for Griffin here, as Pickowitz popped out to record the first out of the inning. Runner goes for second. That pitch is in there. Called strike, no throw. So 1-1 the count. Polanco advancing to second on a good stolen base. Here's the pitch. Hit right back up the middle. That'll bounce above the extended glove of the second baseman. Polanco will round third and score, so that will tie it up. It's 4-4. Lumberjacks back in this one. This has been a back-and-forth ball game so far. No one team taking a commanding lead. Competitive and fun baseball to watch. At least for me, it certainly is. Batanian steps in. First pitch he sees. Called strike number 1. No balls, 1 strike, 1 away. Griffin on first. 13th pitch of the inning here. Outside for a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 away. One and one the count. Here's the pitch. Swung on and hit foul into the netting. Brown back in charge. 1-2. Brown set. Step off, look over to first. I think Griffin might have had a little bit bigger of a lead than Brown was comfortable with. So he's going to stare him back in. He'll get back to the rubber, find a sign. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss for strike number 3. So they're now 2 away, as that will bring up the shortstop 9-hole hitter, Binyam Gebhard. Gebhard 1 for 1 on the day. Unusual we see him batting this low in the lineup. Maybe Coach DiMatteo looking to get some speed on the back half. Brown set, the pitch. In there, called. Strike number 1, 0-1. The pitch from Brown, swung on and missed for strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 away, 1 man on, tie ball game. Brown finds a sign, comes set. Here's the pitch. High and outside for a ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Brown stepping off, looking Griffin back into first. Count remains 1-2. That's a pitch, but it's outside for a ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 away, 1 on in the bottom half of inning number 4. Brown set, the pitch. Foul tipped into the net, 2-2. Pitch outside, that will move the count. Loaded, 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 away. Full count, runner goes for second. That'll be outside for ball 4. So with 2 away, there's runners on first and second. A good opportunity for the Lumberjacks to take a lead. Time will be called there, as we'll might see a pitching change. I'd highly doubt it, since there's nobody really warming up in the bullpen. Some flat ground throwing. But Coach Bailey will come out and have a word with Brown, maybe try and formulate a game plan, give him a breather, calm him down a little bit up there. It'll bring up Hernandez, the 10-hole hitter, 0 for 1 on the day. First pitch, a breaking ball, inside. 1 ball, no strikes. 2 away, 2 on, tie ball game. Here's the pitch. Swung on and hit foul, make the count 1-1. 1 the count, 2 outs, the pitch. That'll be a little low. Ball 2, 2 balls, 1 strike. Here's the pitch. Swung on, that's flown out to right field. Right fielder will be there to make the catch. We're through 4 innings. Tie ball game here, 4-4. It'll be the rush, Reel, Burton, and Nelson due up when we come back in the top of inning number 5. Lumberjacks, 1 run on 2 hits, 26 pitches. Austin Stokes, live coverage of PSCL baseball. We'll be right back. It's the top of inning number 5. Elijah Reel standing in to start this one off. First pitch is a ball. 1-0. Kyle Turner on the mound now. 2-0 the count. Next pitch is in there for low for a ball. 3 balls, no strikes. Next pitch is in there for a called strike 1. A good hitter's count for Elijah Reel. It's 3-1. Action out in the Rush bullpen. A foul ball in that one, so that will load the count. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed for a strike. Correction, that is Gillespie on the mound. Now standing in, Marcus Burton, 0 for 2 on the day. Gillespie turns, kicks, and deals. Outside for ball number 1. 1 ball, no strikes. 1-0 count, 1 away. No one on base to the second hitter of the inning. Lineup turning over here. And he'll buzz the tower a little. 2 balls, no strikes. It's going to be high, make it 3 balls, no strikes. 1 away here in the top of the 5th. No one on base. Gillespie turns, kicks, and deals. Low and away, ball 4. So a runner on first now. 1-0 the count. Throw over to first, not in time. 1 ball, no strike, 1 away, 1 runner on. The Rush looking to come back and take the lead here. Next pitch, fires a strike in there for strike number 1. Swing and a miss. Sorry, strike number 2. No balls, 2 strikes. 1 away, 1 on. The pitch. High for ball number 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Nelson at the dish. Runner goes for second. That swung on a hard hit over to third. They'll toss it over and double him up. So an unusual double play to end the inning, as that will send us into the bottom of inning number 5. It's still tied up 4-4. It'll be the 1-2-3 due up when we come back. It is the bottom of inning number 5. A new pitcher out for the Rush here in the form of Weckerly. Number 10, first pitch he throws is going to be fouled off the bat of Jimenez. Still tied here at 4-4. Brown in the game for Vargas at first. 0-1 the count. Weckerly comes set. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Or sorry, a foul ball down the third base line. It's 0-2. Weckerly, a left-hander, showing pretty good velocity so far. Jimenez gets behind 0-2. No one away for the leadoff batter. Weckerly comes set at the belt. His third pitch of the day on the way. Here it is, the delivery. They'll say he went around on the check swing. So a swing and a miss there, a strikeout swinging, a 3-pitch strikeout for Weckerly. As that will bring up Robertson now. He's 0 for 1 on the day, 1 away here. Weckerly set. Here's the pitch. A little high for ball 1, so the immaculate inning is out of the question now. 3 pitches, 3 strikes in the first at bat. Starting him off with a ball right here. 1-0 the count. Here's the pitch. High and tight for ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes, 1 away. Jimenez sat down on the swinging strikeout. Weckerly set. The pitch. Called for strike 1. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 away, no one on. Here's the next pitch. A swing and a miss there, so it's back even. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 away. Weckerly set, the 8th pitch of his outing on its way. Fouled into the netting there, so count will remain 2-2. Pitch. Just a touch outside. That'll load it up. 3 balls, 2 strikes with 1 away. About an hour and a half into this one, so it doesn't really look like time will be an issue, as after this inning we'll be in the 6th. Here's the pitch. In there, called for strike 3. So there's 2 away now, as that'll bring up Carranza. 0 for 2 on the day. Two outs, no one on. First pitch to him. Little inside for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. 2 away, no one on. Here's the 1-0 offering. Swung on and missed for strike 1. One and one the count. Here's the pitch from Weckerly. Outside for ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike. The 2-1 swung on and missed for strike 2. Make it 2-2 even now with 2 away, no one on. Weckerly being dominant so far. Tie ball game, 4-4 here in the bottom of inning number 5. Weckerly comes set. Here's the pitch. That's hit high and foul out of play. Count will remain even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Weckerly back to the rubber. Carranza stands back in. Here's the 2-2. That'll plunk him. Looked like got him on the hip there. So with 2 outs, that'll put a runner aboard, as that will bring up Harmon, number 3, cleanup hitter. He's 1 for 2 on the day. Singled on a line drive to the right fielder and then flew out to straightaway center in his last time up. Time going to be called as out comes Coach Bailey to have a word with Weckerly. Harmon waiting to get his cuts in, looking to go 2 for 3 if he can. So as Coach Bailey heads back to the first base dugout, looks like we're just about ready. 2 outs, bottom of the 5th, nothing count. 1 on, Harmon at the dish, Weckerly on the mound, 17 pitches after this one. Here's the pitch. That's swung on right back up the middle, past the glove of Weckerly. Looks like they'll say batter interference, and a smart call there as Carranza just kind of wiped out Elijah Reel. So that is how the inning will come to an end. We are through 5 complete innings now. No runs, no hits. 1 runner left on base. 17 pitches thrown. Looks like we might have an appeal, so I'm not going to sign off just yet. Looks like they're going to talk it over right behind the mound. So the call will be upheld, and that is the final out of the 5th inning. So we're through 5 now, heading into the top of the 6th. Game still tied 4-4. We'll be right back. We're set and ready to go here in the 6th inning of play. It'll be Gillespie back out on the mound for the Lumberjacks. Good decision. He had a fantastic first inning of work, throwing just 9 pitches. But it will be Brown standing in to get things started, number 21. The first baseman for the Rush. First pitch he sees just a little off the plate for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Pitch from Gillespie, called for strike 1, looked to be in the same location, maybe just a little more inside, catching a little bit more of the plate than the last one did. 1-1 the count. Gillespie turns, kicks, and deals. Swung on and hit high but foul, so that'll make the count 1 ball, 2 strikes. He'll saw him off there as that'll get foul. Count remains 1-2. 1 ball and 2 strikes for Brown here. The pitch from Gillespie, high and outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. That's going to be fouled away. Count remains 2-2. Two-two pitch. That's hit high out into right field. Right fielder under it, and he will have it for the first out of the 6th inning. Jaden Pickowitz was under that one to retire the first batter. Kirk Felikian due up. A danger at the plate for him so far. He is 2 for 2, singled and doubled. Big inning may hit for the cycle. Just the hardest legs short so far with a triple and a home run needed. Here's the pitch. High for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. Pitch from Gillespie. High and tight for ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. Gillespie, the 19th pitch for him. Low for ball 3. 3 balls, no strikes. No action in the Lumberjack bullpen. Looks like might be some guys up and moving for the rush. That's called for strike 1. 3 balls, 1 strike. Here's the pitch. High and in there for ball 4. So with 1 out, they will put Felikian on with a walk. So that'll bring up Salgado, the 5-hole hitter. He's 1 for 2 so far on the day. Singled and grounded out in his trips to the dish. Pitch high for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Here's the pitch from Gillespie. That's high for ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. 1 out, 1 runner on as Kirk Felikian stands on first after his walk. Salgado getting his sign from Coach Bailey. Looks like some action now out in the Lumberjack bullpen. Top of the 6th, tie ball game, 4-4. Gillespie comes set at the belt. Throw over to first, not in time, back in safely. 2 balls, no strikes, the count, 1 away. – 2-0. Oh, no, a throw over to first in time, and that got him. So that's the 2nd out. Maybe a questionable call as the Rush bench does not look too happy about it. Nevertheless, there's 2 away now. 2 balls, no strikes. No one on anymore after the pickoff attempt is successful. Salgado steps back in. The pitch. Looks like the pickoff got his mojo back up. That's called for strike 1. 2 balls, 1 strike. Salgado standing back in. Swung on, hit on the ground over past the glove of the third baseman, so that'll be fair. He's on board with a single. Austin Andrechik fires one back up the middle. That gets through the infield. A good hit for him with 2 outs, and there's now runners on first and second. Salgado on second, Andrechik on first, Gillespie on the mound. That'll bring up the bat of Mien Shin from Seoul, South Korea. He is 0 for 2 on the day. 2 outs here. Shin might have a good chance to change his fortune. Time called as the battery will go and have a word with each other, formulate a game plan. Gillespie set, Shin awaits. Here's the 0-0. Swung on and missed for strike 1. 0-1 the count now. A 1 pitch, looping breaking ball, going to be a little too high, not finding the release point. 1-1. Shin in open stance. Gillespie ready. The pitch. High for ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike. 2 away, 2 on. Tie ball game. Top of the 6th. And it's in there for a strike, so that'll even the count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes with 2 away. Good pitch from Gillespie there. 1 2/3 of an inning thrown for him so far. 30 pitches on the day for him. Shakes a sign, finds one he likes, comes set at the belt. Runners get their lead. Runners on second and first. Here's the pitch. Hit high and foul. Count remains the same. 2-2, 2 outs, 2 on. We're in the top of inning number 6. Gillespie set. Inside move, he'll check on him. Nobody there. At bat continues. Swung on, hit high and foul. 2-2 the count. Big looping breaking ball there, not going to find the zone, so that will make it 3-2, full count for Mien Shin. Here's the 3-2 pitch, inside move before we'll get there. Good idea, definitely a runner's count. Here's the pitch, runners go. Called, strike 3. And that will retire the side. Shin not too happy about that call, but we head now into the bottom of inning number 6. The Rush unable to drive in a run there. No runs, 2 hits, no errors, 25 pitches. It'll be Polanco, Pickowitz, and Griffin when we come back. It is the bottom of inning number 6. Polanco standing in 2 for 2 on the day. Weckerly back on the bump. Here's the pitch. It'll get wild, so it's 1-0 to start him off. One and 0 the count. Here's the pitch from Weckerly. Swing and a miss. Maybe a protection swing there. So he ended up on the ground. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the pitch. That's high for a ball. 2 balls, 1 strike. Two and 1 the count. The pitch in there for a strike. Called strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Swung on and hit foul down the first base line. That'll leave the count even. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Weckerly set. Here's the 2-2 offering. Swung on, hit on the ground, but foul down the third base line. That'll leave us at a 2 ball, 2 strike count. No one out, no one on. Leadoff batter up. Polanco is 2 for 2 on the day. Batting in the 5th spot. Doubled on a hard ground ball out to the left fielder and singled on a fly ball. Amine is now in at second base for Elijah Reel. As that pitch is taken for a ball. That'll load the count here. 3 balls and 2 strikes. No one away. A warm one on tap. 107 here. As we move into the middle of the afternoon. Three and 2 the count. That's swung on, hit sharply down the left field line. That'll get into the outfield. He'll round first and head for second. Shin over into the corner. Can't find it. Gets it up. He will be content with a double. So a good hit for Polanco there, as with no outs, there's a runner in scoring position for the Lumberjacks. Jaden Pickowitz standing in now. He is 0 for 2 on the day. He is struck out and flown out to center field. Set down on the backwards K in his first plate appearance. Weckerly finds a sign, set at the belt, checks on the runner at second. Here's the pitch. He'll square to bunt, but won't commit to it. He'll pull back at the last second. 1 ball, no strikes. First baseman playing on the lip of the grass. Third baseman in normal depth. Weckerly comes set, checks the runner. Polanco a good lead. Here's the pitch. Swung on and hit sharply foul down the first base line. Evens up the count. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed for strike number 2. 1 ball and 2 strikes. The count now for Pickowitz. Weckerly locating the last 2 pitches successfully. No one out, 1 runner on second. Weckerly set, checks on Polanco. Here's the pitch. Way inside for ball 2. That'll even the count up. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Weckerly looks like he might have tweaked something on the drive leg, calling everyone off, so it'll look like they'll let him resume action. No movement in either bullpen. Looks like they're going to let their guys go the distance here in the bottom of the 6th. If the Lumberjacks can get a run, we'll only need to play 1 more half inning, barring any more comebacks. Center fielder shading towards right. That's going to be swung on, hit into right field. That will get down, so the runner from second will be held up at third. But it will be Pickowitz who slides into second with a well-hit double, exactly what his team needed here. So runners on second and third, still no one out. Time called by the Rush coach. We'll go out and maybe get his guy calmed down. So a meeting of the entire infield here, maybe formulating a game plan with 2 runners on, no outs. Drew Griffin at the plate. He's 1 for 2 today with a fly out into left and a single on a hard hit ball out into center field. So it looks like we're ready to resume action. As it looks like they will intentionally walk Griffin, and that'll put a force at any base. Infield playing in. Batanian standing in. He's 0 for 2. Here's the pitch. Inside. That'll get away from him. The run will come across to score. It's a 1-0 count, but the runners will advance. So it's now a 5-4 ball game. Lumberjacks taking a late lead here. Infield back to normal depth. Here's the pitch, swung on and missed. A big hack at that by Batanian, but that will even the count. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the pitch, 1-1. That's swung on, hit back up the middle. That'll get into the outfield. 1 run comes across to score. They'll send the other one. The throw into home. Not in time, so a good hit there from Batanian to get into second base. As that was a big 2-run double, and that will move the score here, 7-4. Lumberjacks taking in this one. Still no one out. Gebhard standing in. First pitch he sees taken for strike 1. 0-1. Runner on second, no one out. That'll be outside for a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. Two and 1 the count now. Seven to 4 the score here in the bottom of inning number 6. Weckerly set, checking on the runner at second. The pitch high and away for ball 3. 3 balls and 1 strike the count now. Here's the 3-1 pitch. Buzzing the tower there for ball 4. So runners on second and first. Now Batanian standing on second. Gebhardt trotting down to first. That will bring up the bat of Hernandez. He is 0 for 2 on the day in the 10 spot. Correction, that'll be Hadley due up now. Hadley ready. Here's the pitch from Weckerly. It's a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. The pitch swung on, hit high and foul, out of play. 1 ball, 1 strike. That'll hit him. Looks like that got him on the arm, and he might be banged up. He's going to go down. But he will trot over to first base. Out comes Corinne, the athletic trainer. She'll make sure he's okay, but the bases are loaded with no one out now. Looks like he'll be good to go. Might have hit him in the elbow, it looks like. They'll send a runner out just in case. That'll be Owen Powers, number 4. He'll come in to run for his teammate. That'll bring up Jimenez as the lineup turns over. Jimenez 0 for 3 on the day, looking to change his fortune here. A good chance for the Lumberjacks to open this game wide up. 3 runs have come across to score so far. No outs. Weckerly comes set. Here's the pitch. Outside, that gets away from him. It'll bounce back to the catcher. The throw to home. He's not in time, so that will put in another run. It's now 8 to 4. Four runs have now come across. Lumberjacks out to a 4-run lead now in the late innings of this one. Here's the pitch from Weckerly. Swung on, hit right back up the middle. Shortstop up with it. The throw over in time, but a run will come across to score. So because of the rollover rule, that being the 5th run of the inning, That will bring all the base runners left on base around to score, so that will make it a 10-4 ball game now as we head into the top of inning number 7, the last chance for the Rush, needing to put up a bunch and get back into it. As we head into the top of inning number 7, it is the Lumberjacks leading it 10-4. Well, it is the last chance for the Rush to come back. A 10-4 ball game here. Top of inning number 7. Johnny Young in to pitch for the Lumberjacks. It'll be Ruben Leon facing him first. Leon 0 for 1 today, batting in the 8th spot. First pitch he sees. Taken, called, strike 1. 0-1 the count. Young kicks and deals. That'll hit him on the hands. So they're going to send him on down to first. So no outs, 1 runner on as Ruben Leon heads over to first after getting plunked. That'll bring up Guzman, number 3, 9-hole hitter, 0 for 2 on the day. Guzman stands in. Here's the pitch. Outside for ball number 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Young set. Here's the pitch. Outside for ball number 2. 2 balls, no strikes. Leon with a safe lead off first. Held on over there by Drew Griffin. Young set at the belt. Kicks, deals. He'll fire in a strike right there, so it's 2-1 now. Got him on the looking strike. Two and 1 the count. Young set. Here's the pitch. Swung on, hit sharply foul, so that will bring us to a even 2-2 count. Guzman standing back in. It's going to be low, so that will load the count up. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 runner on, no one out. 3-2 pitch. It's popped way up. That'll get foul out of play down the third base line, so the at-bat will continue. Count remains loaded, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Top of inning number 7, Lumberjacks lead 10-4. No one out, 1 runner on. Ruben Leon stands on first, held on by Griffin. Guzman, or Young set, throw over to first. Not in time. Guzman 0 for 2, batting out of the 9 hole. He's grounded out, and that'll be hit foul as well, so a competitive at-bat, to say the least. Count remains full, 3-2. Guzman stands in from the left side. Young finds a sign he likes, comes set, kicks, and deals. Outside for ball 4, so still no outs, but runners on first and second as Ruben Leon and Guzman are on base. That'll bring up the new second baseman, Amine. He will stand in from the left side of the dish. Young going to step off, call for his catcher, have a quick meeting at the mound. Shortstop Binyam Gebhard going to offer some words of wisdom to Johnny Young. Amine back into the box, digs in from the left side. Young looks in to find his sign and comes set. Checks on Leon at second. The pitch. Fires that one in for a strike. Called. Strike 1. No balls, 1 strike. Amine digs back in. Young digs in. 0-1 pitch. Swung on and hit foul, so a good count here for Young. It's 0-2. Young looks in, finds a sign from Hadley. Here's the pitch. Hat's hit right back up the middle. That should be a double play to second for 1, to first for the second, and a beautiful double play there. Handled perfectly by Polanco. So a 4-3 double play, and there's 2 away now. Leon standing on third. Marcus Burton digs in, 0 for 2 on the day, but the leadoff hitter checks a swing. Young looks in to find the sign and comes set at the belt. Leon gets his lead off of third. The first pitch is outside for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes, 2 away, 1 man on. They would need a huge 2-out rally, a 7-run 2-out rally to take the lead here. The pitch, high and away for ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes, 2 outs. Young comes set. Here's the pitch. In there for strike number 1. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. In the top of inning number 7, the Jacks looking to etch another win in the column for him here. A fantastic season by them so far. Called for strike 2, so 2-2. 1 more good pitch needed from Young to send him home packing. We're just about ready for playoffs here in PSCL. More information about that coming out later this week. That'll get started up next week. A great month of baseball for these young men. Now that pitch is in there, called for strike 3, and that is the ball game. It is the Lumberjacks taking a big win here, 10-4. Johnny Young coming in to shut the door on them. A celebration in the outfield. And that'll do it for us here. This has been Austin Stokes on PSCL Baseball. We'll see you right back here tomorrow morning with more action on the PSCL YouTube channel. That'll do it for me today. Have a great one. Enjoy your Sunday. Stay cool.